Let's take a look at basic hand method number 4. Again, starting from the stance. Again, it's a hip-wide stance, but now we have to rotate over our heels to about 45 degrees to each side. That's different from the other exercises that we did before. Toes, knees, hip joints, and shoulders always point in the same direction, and you rotate your whole body as one unit. Bend your knees, rotate, bend your knees and rotate. Now you put one hand in front of you, trying to maintain one straight line from your wrist to your elbow and to your shoulder. Wrist, elbow, and shoulder in one straight line. And that's only possible if you rotate about 45 degrees to the side. Now, hand placement is very important here. Before you push forward, you put your forward pushing hand into your elbow pit, slide forward, cross the backwards pulling hand at the wrist, and then push with your palm. Put your hand in the elbow pit, slide forward, and push and pull at the same time. Push and pull should be about equal force. Don't focus too much on just the forward pushing hand, but also keep in mind that the backwards pulling is equally important here. Now also notice again the turning of my hand. Pushing forward, my fingers are pointing straight up, and when I pull back, my hand rotates to the outside so that my fingers are pointing toward the ground. Don't close your hand, don't make a very small palm, but make it as big as possible, because this movement is meant to push away your opponent at the side of his hip. So the hand must be as big as possible in order to get a good touch and a powerful push through the hips of your opponent. Now if you take a look at the same movement from the side, you will see that I am hinging forward from the hips and my upper body is leaning forward slightly in order to counter the incoming force from the pushing hand. You push forward. When you push forward, you also have to be able to counter the force that's coming back through your arm. So lean forward slightly, hinge from the hips to counter the incoming force. If you stand upright here, you will be pushed over. So lean forward, push on the center line. Stay strong here, and notice again that the pushing and the pulling movement have equal force. Strong back, hinging from the hips. Lean forward slightly. Keep the hip-wide stance. Rotate your whole body in one chunk with all joints aligned in one single line. And push forward on the center line. That's basic hand method number 4.